Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Gino and today I would like to show you this. This is the Loewe small puzzle bum bag. Now, before I go any further, let me just show you what it looks like from all sides. Now, you might be thinking, this is just a regular puzzle bag. Aside from the color, what makes this so special? Well, if you look closely, the entire surface of this bag has been embossed with this diamond motif. So it automatically has a lot of texture to it. The anagram logo here is much bigger than usual. And on the bottom, you have Loewe embossed right at the base. And this is a very deep embossing, so the contrast here really is what it looks like in real life. This is palladium colored hardware for the zipper. So unlike the regular puzzle bag where the zipper is at the back, this one is in the front. There's also the zipper opening above here. Now before I open it, I'll show you the straps. It's much thicker than the usual straps you'd find on a small bag. There is the logo, the name of the brand right there. And it opens like so. Back here, it'll catch it, yep. There's the anagram again, and the length is adjustable. Now the strap is 4 centimeters wide and has 2 belt loops for each strap. So the first belt loop is actually connected to the strap itself. So that's how it slides, like so. The second one is a loose belt loop that you can just slide along the length here. Now, just like every other small bag, the dimensions are 24 by 10 by 16 centimeters. It does have 2 zip pockets, so you can fit quite a lot in there. But it's quite generous, the size of the pocket in there. And as well, open this, and it is not a black hole. It is actually orange lining on the inside with one patch pocket right there. So it's a good thing it's not a black hole this time. So it's very reminiscent of the monochromatic collection that Loewe have been releasing in the last several months. I do remember there was this monochromatic orange bag where it was just the regular puzzle bag, but it was in the same color, but it also came with matching hardware and even a chain, an optional chain where you could add just extra detail to the bag. And I was very close to getting it, but I'm glad I held back because I feel like this is a good alternative. It's the same monochromatic feel, but it still has silver hardware for that extra detail, and I don't own a small bum bag. Now, it's one thing to just change the color of a bag and call it a day, but this one I feel has a lot more attention to detail. Like I mentioned before, the entire surface of this bag has the diamond embossing, which feels very nice. It's almost like the texture of, it's giving the illusion of snakeskin, but doesn't feel like that at all. And you can tell that a lot of care and thought was put into the actual construction of this bag, because you'd think that they would have just got one entire skin of leather and just embossed the whole thing with one diamond embossing and that's it. But no, they actually, if you can see closely, that the diamond embossing doesn't go all the way. There's a few millimeters distance between the edge of the embossing and the stitch line, and that is same detail for every single panel piece of this bag. So what that tells me is that each piece of this puzzle, if you don't mind the pun, very specific stamp was created for each piece to ensure that this kind of detail is maintained. So even on the front here, there's a few millimeters, more like a centimeter, between the end of the diamond embossing and the edge here. And if you look closely, the alignment of all the diamonds is uniform across the front and the back. So there's no deviation in, like, there's no tilting, no obvious tilts in the diamond embossing. It is then purposefully constructed to ensure that there is a uniformity throughout. Now, most of this bag is covered in this embossing, except for the inside flap up here and down there, and the strap as well is just a plain, and also the strap doesn't have any embossing, but that's okay. I currently have the strap set to its shortest length, which from here to here, this is 88 centimeters, and to push it to its longest length, which you can do by just popping that. It's a bit fiddly, but it is doable. So that's what the longest length looks like. And because this is a new bag, it's still got that crease right there, but that'll soften over time. You can tell this is a you can tell this is a new bag because it is so hard to pop those studs off. So pop it like so. Now I have it to its longest length. And this is what it looks like if I try and carry it on its longest length. So it hangs really low. It's almost like a crossbody bag at this point. So if you're interested in the bum bag but you don't want to carry it like a bum bag, you can definitely push it to its longest length and just treat it like a normal crossbody bag. So I have the bag back to its shortest length. So this is what it looks like. There's a couple ways to carry it. You can just have it carry it in the front of your chest like this. You could do it under your arm, but that does cause your arm to bend out like that, so not good. But the other way, just to carry it on your back like so. And it's quite easy to just swing this bag forwards and backwards as you need to. Now I have two main issues with this bag. The first one is the construction of these wings, or the transition between the bag and the strap. This is a single piece of leather with just one stitching line to hold it in place, and same again for this side, it is just one piece of leather. As a consequence, the bag has a tendency to want to, when it's unbuckled, it has a tendency to want to swing the straps forward. So it is a bit fiddly to figure out how to properly store this in its dust bag, because it is quite a bulky profile, like so. But when you do come to storing it, you would have to actually ensure that you've unbuckled it and most likely keep the straps folded forward like so. The second issue I have with this bag is the connection point between the flap and the top of the bag. So as you can see here, this is the junction where the bag would open up like so. But as you can see, it is actually not aligned to the back of the zipper line. If anything, it is like right in the middle. So as a consequence, this flap, I feel like, has been pushed far further than what it normally is. if I bring out my small here, again looking at the attachment point, it is actually far further back, so you can actually open it out quite easily and see the entire zipper length, no problem. This one, you cannot do so. Like, the zipper is so close to the stitched edge here, it actually makes it a bit stiffer to open, and as an unintended consequence, it actually has caused some tarnishing of the leather, of the section of the leather where the zipper actually makes contact. So as you can see, not only does it cause a divot right there, it actually has stained the leather at this end as well as this end. Now I believe this bag is just regular calfskin. However, it does feel a lot thicker and more durable than, say, this one. This feels a lot softer and suppler than this one. I feel like they've added an extra third layer wedged in between these two layers. I'm not exactly sure, but overall this bag is a lot stiffer than the typical crossbody small bag. Now I would do a comparison with the mini bag that I used to own. However, I have since rehomed that bag, so it now belongs to someone else, so I cannot do a comparison with the mini Bumbag. But for reference, this is what it looks like if I carried it like this, as opposed to the mini size if I carried it like this. So there is a noticeable size difference between the mini and the small. So if you're ever in store, do try out both sizes of the Bumbag just to see what you're most comfortable with. Now you can fit quite a lot in this bag, and I actually don't carry a lot in my day-to-day life. For reference, last week I was using this bag as my work bag. Yeah, this is tiny, but I managed to fit everything I need in this bag. And I can actually squeeze this entire bag inside this one with room to spare. So with that in mind, what else can I put in here? Well, I might as well show you the rest of my SLG collection from Loewe and see how much I can fit in here. I have this wallet with the anagram embossed on all sides. It's a very thick, substantial wallet. Let's put that in there. I have this No Face wallet from last year's Studio Ghibli collaboration. Let's put that in there. I have this wallet, which I've ended up using it as my everyday wallet because it is just so compact and useful. Let's put that in there. I have this one, the Otori-sama zipped wallet, or zipped card holder. Let's put that in the front. And lastly, I have this card holder from the Howl's Moving Castle. Nothing much to say about it, except cute, marquetry. And I'll stick that in the front and zip it all up. So yes, the bag is a lot heavier now, but as you can see, I managed to fit all of that in here. Now I keep teasing that I will be doing a mega puzzle review of my entire collection, but I am still in the process of acquiring a few more pieces. So until then, you'll just have to wait, but at least I can tick this one off the list. If you've made it this far to the video, thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram for more shenanigans, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.